Hey people, we're here 53, Calderis Refinery, blue side. Whole bunch of Eldar. Where's he gone? There he is, Adila with a Warlock. Melee spellcaster that can leap into combat with some powerful disruption, support and offense. Oathway, I guess. Oh, they're black. Alongside here, HansMoleman with a Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting her at fights range combat. Great for capping and harassing and generally annoying everyone ever. Looks like he's going for that central VP, there we go. And rounding us off here, Asmondeus as a Farseer support hero that fights in melee combat, powerful buffs, debuffs and control abilities. Red team, we have Pio, also known as Phoenix, with a Techmarine, starts off range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Some Lamenters over here, I guess. And alongside, double brother captains. First up is Toilailee, and we also have Redbeard. These guys are very durable heroes, walk through objects, and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense, disruption, and support. Fight in melee combat using the same scheme, so this is going to be confusing. The correct scheme, though, I suppose. Going in on Adila early on. Is he going to get some help? Looks like Hans is on the way. Warlock dealt with pretty quickly. Strike Squad are a threat early on. Definitely a threat. Looks like Toilalee is getting two of them out too. And Banshees won't want to approach that. Here they are, on the prowl for Adila. They can approach one squad, that's for sure. Especially without their melee upgrade, getting in there with those power weapons, forcing a very quick retreat. That was Redbeard's strike squad, did not want to hang around and trade with those Howling Banshees. That would have been a bad trade. You probably need to kill like 3 Howling Banshees if you lose a strike squad, fella. This is a bad fight for Redbeard. Getting stuck into Banshees at low level with no war gear. He's going to get chopped down. Now Toilailee will have to try and revive. Not now though, Toilailee. What are you up to? Need to run away. Looks like he'll make it. Grenade was dodged. Those Banshees also get out. Very, very close to going down. He actually got that VP, the red team. Destructor at point blank range on the stormtroopers. They did not like that. A lively start on this east side. They're going to get some pincer action now on these Dire Avengers. Strike Squad getting into melee there. We have Aspect of the Avenger on the way for HansMoleman. Rangers for both Adila and Hans. Meanwhile, west side, Techmarine versus the Farseer. Shuriken is up. Most likely we're going to see guide on it immediately. There we go, there's the guide. Allows it to shoot all the way from there. Guide giving extra damage and extra range to ranged weapons. Some capping going on too. Shuriken needs to move up. We do have shotguns to combat the Banshees on the west side. On the east side though, they're kind of relying on Brute, Strike Squad, DPS to deal with the Banshees. Toilailee is coming back out of base. And they got the VP. In fact, red team have a triple cap here. Slow start for the Eldar. Getting the stormtroopers out of there. Grenades, that's a decent one. Took down a strike squad model, I think. Yep, there you see him. Warlock getting stuck in. He's almost leveled up, this fella. Champion's Robe might do some work over it. 372 to 483, still a triple cap. Rangers getting a decap now. Sniper infantry with fantastic utility. They're basically kind of support snipers, these guys. Have their Pathfinder gear up. Gives them a whole bunch of good stuff. Hollow fields to launch those surprise attacks on your Paul Marines. Techmarine with the mastercrafted bolter and Artificer on the way. Might see some mines dropped on that west side. It's got the mastercrafted for the high-powered shot to shut down the Banshees of Asmondeus. Range is in play. Getting a Pathfinder gear for each player now. Triple strike squad for Toilailee. Someone tried to explain to me how you say his name correctly. The Finnish word. I believe it's Toilailee is how you say it. Could be really wrong. Toilailee. But let's stick with Toilailee. It's now canon. Techmarine gets away. Node getting bashed over here. Eldar trying to stabilise on the east side. Looks like they've done it. Shields up all over the place. And now they have rangers to disrupt strike squads and that kind of thing. Redbeard still down. Brother Captain's trying to get back up. Redbeard goes for a quick tier 2. Maybe we'll see those awesome Grey Knight Dreadnoughts. 338 to 479. Look at this. We are the hammer on triple strike squad coming at you. All upgraded too. I'm guessing they've got their ranged upgrades. Maybe these guys have the melee upgrade. That's why they're getting into melee combat. Nemesis Focus and Side Bolts Ammunition are the upgrades. Ouch. It's a nasty destructor on those stormtroopers. They've got grenade launchers. These fellas with just their sergeants. Yeah, but this is not easy to deal with. Triple strike squad supported by that brother captain, and he's got his sword, so his We Are the Hammer is even better. Look at that. And now Blessed Aegis is up to make him even more difficult to deal with. Smack. What's the DPS of this thing now? 40 DPS on the sword. Used to be 50. But with the awesome support that it provides, the damage was toned down. Banshee's going in. There's the War Shout. Didn't quite get it off well though. Should have got a little bit deeper in there before using the War Shout and suppressed all 3 of those fellas. Decent grenade, but does not get that model. He gets right back up again. Here comes some more strike squad from Redbeard and Redbeard's brother captain coming out of base. They did get a decap. They did do some bashing and did do some killing too. Toilailee's brother captain getting stuck in. Level 2, almost level 3. What about Mr. Warlock? He is level 2. Got some level 1s as well. Spirit Stones for the Farseer. Redbeard's been down most of the time. Do we have double shotguns? Nope. We do have a sergeant up for those fellas. Rangers taking shots. Got one of them, looks like. East side again. They really haven't transitioned to the middle at all. I see hammers, which means purifiers are up. Awesome melee squad. By themselves, they're pretty damn impressive, but start supporting those guys with buffs. And they can wreck things. You just saw them wreck some Howling Banshees, wiping them out. Adila might need to get the Witchblade of Kurnus. In fact, there it is. Help deal with these fellas. Can see Entangling Web from HansMoleman too. 296 to 447. This is Phoenix in the mid, trying to mop it up, but there's some Eldar resistance. Techmarine's getting low. They in fact drop a model to the ranger shots. Getting very, very low. If Hans just read that retreat path a little bit better, could have got that entire squad with that grenade. Here comes some purifiers though on the flank. They have, I'm not sure if it's the longest charge range in the game or one of the longest, but it's pretty awesome. They have power melee weapons, but their power weapons are unique in that they do extra damage to vehicles. All with those hammers. Those fancy Nemesis Demon Hammers. Brother Captain getting the Holy Armor of Titan. Sounds pretty impressive. Makes him pretty damn tough. Up to 1445 hit points now. Unending Purge for Toilailee's brother captain, who's hanging out on the west side now. Lots of debuffs going on over there. Not sure what that was. One of the globals maybe. Mines going up to defend the VP. Look at all these strat squad for Toilailee now. All with their Justicars. Gives them even more health if they have the Nemesis Focus. And some more ranged firepower if not. Looks like, I'm trying to tell, maybe these guys have the Nemesis Focus because they have more health, but they are also level 2, so that might be it. Yeah, they have the same. Maybe they're all ranged. Maybe they are all Cyborg ammunition fellas. Wraithlord coming in now for Hans. Shuriken Cannon on the shoulder. Nice setup with that kinetic pulse, allowing the Wraithlord to get in there with a big special. Now swinging that massive Ghostglaive sword. Stone Guard veterans now with the Vengeance rounds, but there's not much else in terms of anti-vehicle. Banshee's getting in and having to get out again. Wraithlord pretty much unopposed here. Mid is blue. Can Eldar stabilise it? Tons of shuriken cannons on the field for Asmondeus. Spotting those mines thanks to the Rangers. Didn't quite finish this one off though. There we go. Taking down a drop pod too. Stormtroopers with grenade launchers are a threat to squishy Eldar when they bunch up like that. Not sure why that shuriken retreated out. Maybe expected a grenade or something from these scouts. We have the rune armor for the Farseer. That was that psychic storm we just saw over there. And Doombringer in play too. Gives her a hell of a lot of abilities to try and juggle. She now has Fleet, Guide, Doom, Psychic Storm and Spiritual Rites. A bunch of energy to use them with though. 222, 391. Grenade. Only gets a single model, but it's something. We see Hellfire rounds loaded in. Meanwhile, Eldar pushing through the mid. Rhino now in play with a las cannon on it to try and combat this Wraithlord. Toilailee goes tier 3. Dark Creepers on the field for Adila. Into another guarding weapon team. Most likely just to help stabilise the mid a bit with a shuriken cannon. We have Wraith Guard now for Hans. Those awesome anti-everything Wraith cannons. Need to protect those guys from melee attacks though. So the captain can use We Are the Hammer and try and get into close combat there. And Purifiers of course. Getting stuck in using their psychic field. This pulsing, I believe it's plasma damage. Warlock getting in there. We see Redbeard with the Nemesis warding staff. That's the ward ability you see in those fellas. Wow. Used Warp Throw to throw the Stormtroopers into the Purifiers, which knocked the Purifiers over. One of the few things in the game that can knock over retreating units is Domino Knockback. And you just saw there, Brother Captain barely gets away, maybe? Can a Warlock finish him? Don't think so. Needs to be careful. Debuffed. Oh, he might be getting debuffed by the Strike Squad, because when they shoot stuff, if they have the Cybolt's ammunition, I think they debuff accuracy or something. So it might be that. Yeah, you see these guys getting red debuff circles whenever they take hits. Not sure what the accuracy debuff is, but that's pretty damn strong when you're in a ranged firefight, of course. Especially if you're behind cover as well. Because then they're really not going to hit you. Tier 3 for Asmon. Toilailee is there, dropping the Stormtroopers though. Ward was up on him. From Redbeard, I suppose. Not sure where Redbeard is. Over here. Oh no, that was his own Blessed Aegis, not the Ward. 222 to 323. 2 to uncap for the Eldar. Can they get those fire prisms up in good time? And how do they fight the somewhat inevitable super heavy infantry stuff in tier 3? We'll see. Could be Seer Council getting in there, could be a mass of Dark Reapers. Stormtroopers here with plasma guns. These fellas with nothing. Power bashing at contested power. Here comes the Wraithlord. Purifiers don't really want to fight that guy. They don't. Doesn't matter if their power weapons do more damage to vehicles. They don't want to fight a melee walker really. Redbeard gets away again. And they got the decap. And retreat safely. So I guess that was pretty good. Scouts to get in decap on the mid. What does Asmon go for? We see Adila and Hans going tier 3 about the same time. Dreadnought with assault cannon in play. Massive amounts of single target piercing damage, almost wiping out, in fact does wipe out those Dire Avengers. Banshees allowed to get in though. Doom put down on the Stern Guard, but the Banshees cannot stay there. Dreadnought, they taking shots from the Bright Lance. Getting global repair from the Techmarine, his blessing of the Omnissiah. Now the Psychic Storm. Looks like... Did they take out the Bright Lance? Or did it just retreat? I think they took it out. Unless this is it, moving back. So the Dreadnought's going to live. Autarch dropped in the mid. All kicking off. Using her buff on landing. Interceptors are up and doing a hell of a lot of damage to this Wraith Lord. And they need to be tied up by the Autarch, but it's not happening. Big misplay, I feel like, there from Hans. Not saying it would have saved the Wraith Lord, but it would have been... Would have given it a chance. Wraith Guard trying to get shots, but it's hard. Brother Captain now getting in there. Do you have Entangling Web? You do have Entangling Web. That's why that Brother Captain was standing still for a second, I think. Improved targeters too. Ordo Malleus starting to look pretty damn strong. Oh, there's cracked shots on the Wraith Guard. I always forget what that thing does. But it's a ranged buff from the Warp Spider's global bar. Power bashing now. Ward up on the Purifies, but doesn't save you from a very angry Warlock. Cloak of Shadows is up too. Getting the VP back. Got some suppression going on. They might be able to get into the mid pretty quickly here, the Eldar. They did get power bashed. They did lose the Wraith Lord, but Wraith Lord did a pretty good job for quite a while there. Interceptors are a massive threat though. Teleporting anti-everything weapons with those Psy Cannons. Pretty nasty. Nice special from the Brother Captain. Level 4 here for Redbeard. Done pretty damn well since he got back up. Also level 4 for Toilailee. Techmarine's level 3 with the Orbs of the Omnissiah. Avatar of Cain is what Asmon goes for. Adila with tons of resources. Looks like he's saving for the Avatar as well. Devastators with a las cannon. Gonna help take chunks off the Avatar, that's for sure. But doesn't have a whole lot else to damage that guy. 168 to 277. Eldar now trying to push through, maybe go for power. I don't think they've been on it yet. I say that. And it's wiped. They have definitely been on it. Just haven't noticed. Maybe it was right just now that they did it. Double cap. Trying to be aggressive to keep the stuff away from the mid. Autarch taking a hell of a lot of damage trying to close the distance though. Here's the Wraith Guard. Can they make these guys do some work here? Nope. They got too close and are now tied up by the Brother Captain. Grenades going in. Oh wow, set up by the Entangling Web there. That was nasty. Almost wiping out the Strat Squad. And those guys are level 3. The Singularity would have been amazing there. But we have Fire Prison for Hans and another Avatar for Adila. 168 to 199. They had the double cap for pretty long there, the Eldar. But they're going to lose it to a triple, it looks like. Fire Prison might be able to stop this cap. There it is. Oh, wow. Stormtroopers almost flat out died there. Purifiers have been awesome. Almost level 3. Well over 2,000 hit points. 160 to 192. Oh, Paladin's on the field here for Redbeard. Called in from the global bar. That was most of his resources. Another Dreadnought for Phoenix. This guy in its default melee state for now. Doing a good job against the Banshees. Doesn't really want to fight an Avatar though. With over 5,000 hit points. 130 to 192. Where is the Autarch? Oh, right there. Could see the fusion gun Autarch, which is fun. Is that the Warp Spider down? It is the Warp Spider down. These blobs of Strat Squad that we're seeing from Toilailee. Such a prime target for D-cannons. We don't see any yet. This is Adila's avatar alongside Asmon's avatar, and you see those passive blue circle buffs coming from the avatar. Suppression immunity and some other defensive buffs, I believe. Pretty awesome. Especially for Banshees and Seer Council alongside them. Grey Knight Terminators here for Toilailee on the way. Those guys with splash damage, power melee weapons can go toe to toe with the avatar and do some work. Not sure if they'll be able to solo him, but certainly do some serious work. Paladins have their wrist-mounted incinerator. Not a big threat to the avatar, but might roast some dire Avengers. They're going after him. They do have heavy melee weapons, of course. 105 to 192. Avatar goes after the brother captain and gets him. Nicely done by Adila, but can this guy get away now? Dark Creepers doing some work. Not quite enough work, having to back away now. Paladin still chasing the avatar. Can he get away? Mid. Oh! Interceptor's got the fire prism. Yeah, I feel like Ordo Malleus are actually pretty good at fighting fire prisms, because interceptors are so freaking good at it. They get crack grenades, as well as the teleport and the anti-vehicle weapons, of course. Avatar lives, it looks like. Those guys, I feel like those guys could have got in there and finished that avatar off. 83 to 192. Seer Council here for Asmon. Purifiers continue to be badasses. Up to 2601 hit points at level 3. Wow. On just 4 models. Holy crap. Well, that's how you get rid of 2600 hit points pretty quickly. Entangling Web double grenade. We've seen that a few times now from Hans, and it's been pretty freaking awesome. And that was a clutch wipe. The Autarch getting the last hit, I think. Awesome stuff. That's what Eldar can do to you. Seer Council now from Adila. Both of the avatars are still around. We even have another Wraith Lord here for Hans. And Wraithbone is up. A tier 3 upgrade for this guy. Allows him to self-heal, which is pretty damn useful when you're a Walker unit. Taking a crack grenade to the back though, and those interceptors are nasty. They might need to be a priority target, especially if they want fire prisms at some point again. 73 to 192. 1-to-1 cap. Look at this though from Asmon, keeping the pressure on his VP. Might even get it. Might even get it. Gets rid of the drop pod. Avatar now backing off, giving those awesome buffs to these Banshees, which are almost level 4. Who's going to cap mid? Looks like it's going to be the Eldar. Wraithguard are almost level 3. They have done some work. Pew pew from the Grey Knights now. They have a silencer wrist mounted, these fellas. So this one does have splash damage. Not sure if the Purgation Squad's silencers still have splash damage, or if they're meant to, or what. Infiltrated Avatar, pretty damn scary. Can Red Team make an offensive on mid? Looking pretty strong, the Eldar, with 2 avatars and Seer Councils. And some pretty powerful heroes. You might see the time field from Asmon. Still has rune armor right now. Grey Knight Terminator is teleporting in. Don't really want to fight a Wraith Lord. Not sure why they're going after it. Maybe just to try and keep it in place. Interceptor is seriously doing some work here. Teleporting after the Wraith Lord. Uses the Wraith Bone. Needs some help, and here comes some help. In the form of Seer Council and an Avatar. Seer Council getting stuck in. These guys with power melee weapons can leap into combat, and a leap does a fair chunk of damage from what I remember. Wow, that's a pretty damn good Wrath of Cain. Rarely you'll see it hit that well because of the wind-up time is so long. Stuff usually has a chance to get out of the way. Is it going to use a Wailing Doom on retreat? Doesn't look like it. Oh wow. An Eldritch Storm on retreat. Gets rid of one of the strike squad, but didn't really hit anything else. I think he was aiming for the Grey Knight Terminators. Tons of dead stuff over here. Just bodies of Stormtroopers. 72 to 143. There's that shockwave thing from the Paladins. I think that's what it's called. Very impressive looking effect. Not sure how actually effective it is. But red team looking depleted. A few very good engagements for the Eldar. That was a nasty flank over there towards the west side. Paladins fighting Seer Council alongside the Avatar. Seer Council with a laboured retreat, let's say, but looks like they're going to get away. I hear an orbital, there it is. D cannon gets caught in it. And might not survive, does not survive. Needed to try and retreat out of it there. 72 to 101. Eldar are going to get a triple cap, I think. Tier 3 now for Phoenix. Very late tier 3. He got his dreads up, didn't he? Looks like they didn't quite pay off on this west side. Interceptors continue to do their thing. Maybe more of those fellas would have been good. The triple strike squad from Toilailee kind of maybe held him back a bit. Must have been paying so much upkeep for those fellas. When you start having to deal with avatars, don't really cut it. But they'll still tear through the other infantry and stuff, I guess. Brother Captain of Toilailee should be okay here, level 5. But the Eldar have this wrapped up, I believe. Triple cap is in. And they are just overrunning the red team right now. I don't think the red team have time to recover from those late losses. Not even the Paladins can do it. I hear an orbital, there it is. But they're going to lose it. There it is. Well done, Eldar team. Warlock was level 6. Some cool warp throws and some cool ethereal slashes. HansMoleman with the awesome entangling web into double grenades we saw a couple of times. The quickest death on purifiers I've ever seen. What is this? This looks pretty cool. I don't know what's going on. No idea. Why the... Oh, is that just a fire prism shot maybe? But the Farseer is level 5. Just level 3 on this Techmarine. Did have the plasma gun at the end to try and shoot down the Avatar. Level 5 Brother Captain for Toilailee and a level 6 Brother Captain for Redbeard. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.